New game, new game, new game. We have results of a brand new game here on the channel called Endless Dungeon. To give it a bit of a short description, it is a turret building, wave survival, roguelike resource management type of game. Honestly, that's a really bad description. It is honestly one of my more favorite games that I've seen come around as of late. You know, I did do one game of it on a stream maybe a few days ago, although at point that this video comes out might have been like a week or two ago. So hey, keep an eye out for when I do live streams. But this is a game that I've been super excited about. I saw Christopher Odd playing it a little bit on kind of like a pre-release, and then ever since then I was waiting for its release, and I bought it immediately and streamed it like the day after. So yeah, and on top of that, I honestly love the music soundtrack in the background. I'll even give a little bit of a moment to sit here and listen to it, just a little bit. I mean, I can definitely see myself using some of this soundtrack in the background of my future videos. And I mean, it's music to your ears, it soothes you. But now today's question is, can you do it solo? Endless Dungeon is primarily kind of consisting around the idea of doing co-op. You can host, you can quick join and do all that stuff. So when you do end up doing it solo, you end up having a AI companion. So can you play the game solo? Even though it's a co-op based type of game, can you play it by yourself? Is it still fun by yourself? Those are the questions that we're gonna be trying to help solve today. Now we're taking a first look here at the Saloon. That's right, this is kind of like your base of operations where you kind of have all your different characters around here. We have Zed, it's going to be a long hard fight taking out the shield diver, only kind I like. Very nice. Got different like kind of zones where you can upgrade your items and weapons and other sorts. You got the hacking post, which I'm not entirely too certain what all this really is. These are different layers and kind of like areas you're trying to get to. Different things you unlock, skins and abilities. Too many floor flops to determine I was going to start doing thinking for me. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Even just being able to sit here and just stare out at the stars, it kind of gives you a beautiful cinematic zoom in. Honestly, what better way is there to enjoy a game other than see something like that? That's when you know that the developers really know what the audience is really about. Space and rogues. Space and rogues. So how about we just go ahead and just try to get ourselves directly into a game and see what it's all about. Let's show you exactly what the game is all about. So to start off with, you can unlock more characters. However, we only start off with 3. So I think I'm going to be kind of doing Zed as a heavy gun, a hunting rifle, high attack, low toughness, low support. But then I think we do end up getting an ally as well. So I'm going to choose Zed, and then our ally or AI companion, I think I kind of want to be Bunker because he's going to have a lot of toughness. He's going to be a little bit more of a tank. So if an AI, I don't really know how well the AI is going to operate on their own. So I kind of want them to be a little bit more of a tank so they don't go down necessarily too easily. So there we go. We're ready. Let's start the game. We are on normal difficulty. Let's keep it on normal difficulty just for now so we can go ahead and try to see what the game's really all about. Starting it up. Criminals beware. And there we are coming out of the little pod there. And I'm going to do my best to try not to edit too much out of the video in general because I want to give you guys a really good first look exactly what this game's all about. Or if you're interested in buying it, if you're interested in playing it yourself, if maybe in the future when I end up making a Discord, which I am in the process of making a Discord, maybe in the future we can all play together of some sorts. Let's take a look here. Upgrading the crystal bot requires at least 1 crystal shard. We have our little kind of build slots here. We start off with just a regular straight shooter type of turret. In the very top right, we have science, production, and food. Your food is primarily used for upgrades, your production is meant for making turrets, and your science is meant for researching new turrets. What do we have here? Read. Port operations. We're waiting for all kinds of spares and replacement pods. We can barely keep things running. Even weirder, the worker bees aren't around much anymore. The ones you see just look scared. I'm guessing it's those big colonies of mutant bugs that are starting to show up here and there. Main thing's got us all worried.
Whatever.
Someone
else can make sense of it.
So now, what is the rogue sense of it? So each time that you open up one of these doors, you gain resources equal to the amount that you see your plus sign there in the very top right. So when we open this door, we're going to have +4, +4, +4. So go ahead and open this. And there we go. It gained +4 and everything. And it gains access to another room. Now, we don't know what the rooms are going to hold in like store for us, but we can just kind of explore and see what happens. What is this? We can build a generator. So the generators are something that gives you more production for each time you open up a door. So I think to start off with, I want to start out by making more production in general, because a generator giving us more production means just making more turrets. And that is going to be beautiful for us, but we do have to protect them because they can be destroyed. Now there are ways of enemies that you can find around here that you maybe just start attacking you out of the whim. We have, oh wow, we have another chance for another generator. I think we're going to just do immediately another like production generator because getting that on super early is going to help us build a lot of turrets. Well, this is kind of looking like a weird room. Door is locked by barrier. Need to find a breaker first. Noted. So we're going to keep on moving off in this one direction. So that way, if we do get attacked from a certain direction, we can kind of defend from a one single area. And there is our very first one. It's just a couple of enemies just waiting in the room. And these are, they look like bot spawners. There are different types of enemies. There are bots, there are bugs. I think there is a third one. I can't quite familiarize myself with this. But these ones are weakness to the electrical powers. And then the bugs, I think, are weak to, I want to say acid. Maybe they're weak to fire. Not entirely certain. A medkit dispenser. Generates medkits from consumable food, obtained for 20 food. We do have 28 food, but we already have one medkit, as you can see there on the right-hand side. We can use F for one medkit. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of save that because I don't really need a medkit at the moment. I will, however, build a turret just in case this generator does get attacked while we're kind of out and about and away from the area. So now we kind of expanded our directions that we can in that way. So let's go ahead and do south a little bit more. I'll get rid of this little explosion thing here. Luckily, they do not hurt you. They can and definitely will hurt the enemy, though. And you want to take out some of these canisters because they can kind of have some resources in there. As may just saw, dropped a few resources on us. Danger. Oh, okay. We got a few more bots that are spawning in this room. Now, it does progressively, of course, get harder and harder the more we move on as time progresses. What is this? Pick up. Memento collected. Bring it back to Saloon's library. Oh, nice. So there are collectibles, kind of stuff you can find around the area, and all that fun stuff. This is another bot spawner. Now, we don't really have too much to worry about in that direction in terms of like trying to defend a generator, but we do got to defend the core. If the core gets destroyed, we lose. So we did find a trader. What does the trader have ready for us? Ooh, he's got some new guns. He's also got muscle memory, plus 25% fire rate, minus 3 wit. Thinking takes too much time anyway. Yeah, okay. Now, I am still pretty new to the game, but I believe wit is how much you can upgrade your turrets and like repair time and stuff like that. So we can get more fire rate, but less wit. However, I am kind of debating on getting a new weapon, but just starting out, I don't think really need one at the moment. Let's go ahead and keep on continuing. Oh, we have a wave incoming. What is this? What is this? We need to, oh, we do not have time for this. I am going to go ahead and press, I think it's Alt. Oh yeah, Alt allows us to teleport back to the core. Now, I think we need to definitely hold off on defending this core the best we can. We do have 2 generators in this left-hand direction. So let's go ahead and try to hold off on this left hand. We do have a turret here that can defend a little bit for us. But they should also be coming from the south side. I'm going to go ahead and, yep, they're coming from the south side. Teleport back to the core to stop them before they even get a chance of hitting the core. They're coming along on our right side as well. They're about to come through this door. Oh, and I can't really see them over there right now either. Okay. Taking those guys out. Don't want them hitting the generator. What is happening over there? Okay, they're hitting our generator quite good over here on this left-hand side. We don't have enough turrets defending it. Nice, very nice. And then we still got more enemies hitting the core. Teleport back just in time. Beautiful. Friends, citizens, we are doing well. Yes, little AI robot friend, we are doing well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and actually build a couple of turrets right here on top of our core because we do need to defend this the best that we can. Although we can always replace these in the future for one production. So let's go ahead and put one straight shooter there as well. We don't want to waste too much on just, placing down turrets because we will get new turrets in the future. Speaking of which, let's go back to that room that we were just at. And oh, what is this? Research. Ah, yes, research. Okay, so this is where your science comes into play. We can research a new turret. So let's see here. Inflicts heavy electrical damage to nearby monsters, long reloading time. Attracts nearby monsters, absorbs a certain amount of damage before being disabled. Okay, so kind of like a lure. And phosphorus flame inflicts low fire damage to a single target monster. Okay, now what is the range in all these? I kind of want the phosphorus flame. That sounds really good for like doorways. Now the thing is though, that when you start researching, it does trigger a wave. So you got to get back and ready for all this kind of like aliens that are about to attack. We can't quite get that yet. We need to wait for the research to finish. They are attacking the generator, but the turrets are kind of holding off for us. But we need to get back to the core because they are about to start hitting the core. So, I mean, can you play this game by yourself? I think you certainly can. It's a little bit more difficult playing by yourself. However, it's perfectly viable in doing so. Take out that guy. The generator's being hit. The generator's being hit. If you lose the generator, I don't think you can rebuild it. Like, once you lose that slot, you lose it for good. Go back to the core. Defend the core. You kind of have to micromanage your positioning the best that you can. Now, I believe, why don't we go ahead and swap over to the other unit? There is one way to swap over to your other ally. Now, using our 1 and 2 keys, we can swap between our 2 heroes. And something that I completely forgot about, we also have our abilities. Our Q ability, he has a little bit of a shield dash, kind of like shield bash down to the ground. And our gunner there has a kind of like a long range shockwave ability, which does fantastic. So now, because we do have these enemies that are coming straight through the central area, I kind of want to do this phosphorus flame directly in the center because that's going to be fantastic. Built for only 9. I think that's a good kind of addition. Low fire damage to a single monster. I mean, just because of the long range, I really do want to keep on building more of these phosphorus flame turrets. Because even with 3 of these right here at the very center door where these enemies might be coming through, that can hold them off pretty well, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and search around. Now, we never really got a good look exactly what this is. So this is one for food. This is what allows us to upgrade using food. So we can go ahead and get roast and toast. Increase elemental power of fire and acid damage. Okay. Cowcatcher 100% shove damage, or Thrasher plus 25% fire rate but minus 25% health max. Ooh. I think that's going to be really good for Zed. Simply because, I mean, we are kind of a DPS type of character, so more fire rate is going to be fantastic since I'm not going to be necessarily on the front lines. So let's go ahead and give that a try. So we kind of have exhausted all of our options on the south side. Why don't we go ahead and try to see what's over here on this right side, because that is our last direction, really. See what else we have available to us. Anyone home? Nothing quite. Collect a few more resources from all these. And we have ourselves a chest. What are we going to be able to get here? Typically, they drop a weapon and they drop some collectibles. Let's see here. We have the heavy gun mob zapper. Short range, high fire rate, low damage, imprecise electrical arcs. Ooh. So that might be really good for our tank, but I don't think he might be able to pick that up. Nope, cannot be equipped by Bunker. All right, so it can be picked up by her, but do we really need that? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we really do. So, part 7. HQ really doesn't respond anymore, and the computers have gone all screwy, and even worse, the power grid is no longer stable, so we have to keep energy consumption down to a minimum. All those secret projects are eating up everything. Supplies, power, people. I'm telling any crew who want to that they better head out and find a safe planet with breathable air. I have a contractor to honor, but right now, I can't wait to see the end of it. Now, some of you might be wondering, what are these stories? That's right, you do have some quests. I believe, let's see here, on this left-hand side, defeat the shell diver blob boss in procedural factory district on floor 2. So that is my main character, orange character's ability, or like quest. But I believe Bunker's quest is find and eliminate the Praetorian bot in the procedural factory district on floor 2. Then search for clues. So we do have a few quests, and one of these quests I believe are finding all those messages. So let's open up this door and see what we have here. We have ourselves another chest. Beautiful. Do we maybe get a new weapon? What is this? Oh, we found more like kind of tools. Those kind of little screw things that we just found there is actually what you use to upgrade your weapons and characters after like when you're back in the lobby area. So it seems we have to find another breaker, and we only really have like one room left. So I imagine that the last breaker is going to be in this room. What do we have? Show me the money. Danger. Okay. Ooh, we have a couple of enemies. Let's see how well this arc ability is. Oh, yes. This thing is actually strong. I'm liking it. So this one does spawn. Yep, the more bot spawner. We have ourselves another chest. We're getting quite lucky with these. We have ourselves also a new weapon. That is a handgun magnifier. Short range, slow fire rate, large area of effect, fire damage. So that might be really good, again, for our tank. Let's see how well this works. Oh my. Well, that's really going to put into like a visual perspective to see whether or not our ally is really doing anything. Now we are close to spawning a wave. Yep. Okay. We did spawn a wave. I'm unlocking this breaker. Okay, good. We got the breaker unlocked. We need to go back to our central room. So I'm not too concerned about the south side now, but I am concerned about our right-hand side. I need to spawn in maybe a couple of wave shooters or straight shooters here. A couple turrets all around. I want to protect this left-hand side a little bit better. Go ahead and get that going. They are attacking from his right-hand side. I'm hoping that, yep, our south side is doing really good on defending, but we need to go ahead and repair that turret a little bit. It's taking some damage. Our shove ability is what repairs them, and I don't think it takes up any production to repair them and get them back to full health. Oh, they are almost taking out that turret, though. I need to repair that turret, teleport back to the crystal, because they are hitting it. Nice, nice, nice. Holding them back. It is a little tough by yourself, but we're doing okay. And let's go ahead and swap over to Bunker here, because I think they're going to be really good on this fire damage ability. Yes, yes, yes. Like so. Teleport back to the crystal and use my ability. And completely missed any of the enemies that are still left. However, we can go swap back to her, use my ability, and take out the last one. Fantastic. Now let's see here. Can we upgrade? Upgrade the crystal bot requires at least one crystal shard. We do not have any crystal shards at the moment. So we did unlock the breaker though. So now you're going to be able to see, ooh, shove to upgrade. So yeah, we can upgrade these. I'm not exactly sure what the upgrade does, I mean, besides, well, upgrading them. I think we need to level them up over time, or just as more research goes on, they do get upgraded. There we go. Yeah, so that upgraded to more damage. They kind of gain XP over time. So we do have 2 rooms now that I believe are open because we did open up that breaker. There was one down here to the south on this west hand side over here. Keep on moving, keep on moving. Now the main objective is the fact that we need to get this crystal, we need to get the crystal all the way to the final room. The final room is what allows us to go to the next floor. Let's see here, what do we have? Oh, we got a couple of enemies spawning in this back room. Take them out, take them out. They're not too bad as long as we're not doing an official wave. Nothing really hiding along in this room, and we're not in danger of activating a new wave if we open up this door. So let's go ahead and see what happens. We are doing good, and I believe that is the final room that we need to get to. Let's see here. Yep, triggers wave, move to open. That is the room that we need to get our final destination of our crystal bot into. So we are going to want to defend that area the best that we can. Let's see, what can we do to really emphasize on just protecting it? More phosphorus flames, I think, is gonna be super important. Just go ahead and just dogpile everything that I can on top of these areas. We also have quite a bit over on this side. I think I'm gonna do more phosphorus flames. That is kind of our main area. Now, the one thing that we do need to keep in mind that we do carry over our production. We keep over our allocated resources. So what we have there at the top will carry with us, but our production amount will not carry over with us. Like our generators, we won't be making 12 per round. We will only be making 4 when we go into the next area. So we do open up all the doors, get the last bit of production, and let's activate the final wave. I should be able to grab the crystal, I believe, and maybe preemptively do something about that. Let me check the controls. All right, as I was looking at my controls, I also just figured out something super handy. Your AI friend does not need to stay with you the entire time. You can, oh, wave incoming. Okay, we can actually tell him to follow you. You can also tell the crystal to come with you. Follow crystal bot, follow me. Crystal bot, confirm crystal bot movement. Yes, eat a grab. Okay. You have told the crystal bot to follow a hero. Note that switching heroes won't change his target. Okay, so it is going to be following my main character. However, the wave is incoming. It's going to take a little bit before it can move. We do got to get ready. Wave is reinforced. Okay, so they're going to be actually extra strong. We're going to keep on moving towards where all of our turrets are. Protect this region. Okay, keep on doing. All the turrets are protecting from that side. I'm going to protect his back end, make sure it doesn't get hit from behind. Trying to full on take on both sides. The turrets are doing good. Keep on following me, Crystal Bot, down towards the south side. Keep on flowing. Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. The turrets from behind are doing a great job, but we have some more bots coming in from this left-hand side. Take him out. Oh, this arc weapon is beautiful. Its range is not that great, so it is putting me a little bit more in the front line, but it's still doing well enough of a job. I'm going to go ahead and actually tell the bot to stop following me and hold that position. Now he's kind of doing a little bit more work on his own. There we go. The crystal bot should keep on following me, and I'm going to carry him all the way into the final room. These phosphorus flame turrets are doing great. I'm going to actually go ahead and upgrade that one. Yeah, so they really do start to build up XP over time, because this turret is the one that's primarily... I'm a good YouTuber. My phone is going off. Don't worry, I'm a great YouTuber. Obviously, I know what I'm doing. Okay, I just told the bot to go to that door. That's going to be his destination. I am going to tell... Let's see here. I'm going to tell my ally to come back to me. Follow me. Holding off, holding off. Now, it does take a little bit of time for the bot to open up that door. We have a progress bar. So I'm going to tell my ally to actually stop following me so he actually does a little bit more on his own. I don't want to waste any resources because I think we are going to be perfectly fine. It's okay if some of these turrets go down. But, you know, I would prefer if they didn't, though. I'm going to kind of try to keep them alive. We're holding our ground pretty well over here. I can see there in the mini-map at the very bottom right that the progress is almost over and done with. Now, I'm sure you could speedrun this pretty quickly if you wanted. You can kind of just, run through it all, but it's a lot more easier, of course, if you had someone to play with. Unfortunately, all of my friends are super lame, and none of them want to play this with me. Most of them just like weird RTSs. Strangely enough, a lot of the people, that I hang out with don't like doing roguelikes, which is a little unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is. That's why today's whole theme is the fact, can you play a co-op game solo? And again, to be fair, it's not necessarily fully co-op, but it definitely is kind of centered around the idea of it. But we are onto the final wave, and we have to get into this room. Okay, ally, follow me, follow me. Get in here. Get in here. Oh god, is he gonna get in here in time? What? Oh, okay, he teleported with me. He teleported with me, that's good to know. Here, our score. Open doors, produced resources, eliminated monster bonus, no crystal damage bonus I did not get because it did take some hits, and no hero down bonus. Very nice. And as you can see there, we get more current scrap. And again, that scrap is going to be used for after, It's just gonna be used for upgrades in the long run.